Let's all decide to create love in our lives. Let's all believe that we are contributors and not takers. Do not wait for somebody to show you love. Give it. Give it first. Let's believe. Let's believe in unconditional love. When you leave here tonight after this party, make it a mission to give love. Make it a mission to create love. Make it unconditional.
You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
I'm attracted to extreme things in my life. Just discovering your limits, your potential as a human being.
Right.
You know, that is something that really fires me up. And I love going beyond, you know, not just in action, you know, I take that and I apply it to all parts of my life. And once you experience that place beyond that fear,
Sure.
you know, it's wonderful.
But true power and true happiness is when you use your own success to empower others.
When I realized that my greatest accomplishment was not going to be being a superstar or the best actor or the best dancer, it was going to be the fact that I can make my children and the children of this world fearless.
But you know what? The strength is not in the muscle. Strength is over here in your mind. No? Yeah, remember that.
If you can imagine it, you can build it. If you can build it, you will. That is just so affirming, you know, it's such a self-affirmation that, you know, if I can see it, I can do it. And that's exactly how I live my life. If I can see it in my head, I know it's possible, I know I can do it. It doesn't matter how difficult and how heartbreaking or how whatever, it just, you know, you can do it if you can see it in your head.
If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you.
I was, you know, very unhealthy. I was smoking. I was eating like all kinds of crap. My back was like really bad. I wasn't concentrating on my health enough. So I realized that, you know, I really had to become, you know, my best, and then it'll all work out. And in 3 months, I was back. I felt great. I did 85 days of action. I didn't have one single day of pain, and today my knees and my back and my body is stronger than what it was when I was 18 years old. So I mean, science said that it was impossible, and I'm here sitting and telling you that it's possible.
Just goes to show, agar passion ho to, you don't have to be a superhero to fly.
I believe that it's in our power already to change whatever we want to change in our
we can't
environment.
fly.
Yeah.
No, of course you can fly.
Really?
Of
On a
course you can
plane,
fly.
I can't fly
How
to
to
clouds.
fly?
Well, that's not the kind of flight that you really need. You need to fly in spirit.
not-
I believe that it's up to you. You know,
Yeah.
if it is to be, it's up to me. Thank you for making me, you know, realize that I can fly as well with the power of love. With that, as the wind beneath your wings, anybody can fly. So keep spreading that love. Make people fly, and they'll make you fly in return. Sit and wish for something is like a very disempowering state. I wish. I don't wish. I do.
You can make your dreams come true.
Create that life you want. It is possible. One step at a time, just like I have done. It's simple. Make decisions, not resolutions. Decide and stick to it.
I like to put myself through the tests and the challenges because I think that makes me feel more alive. I don't think I can do without that. I think it's just the kind of person I am.
I'm an explorer, you know, by nature. I'm an adventurer. I like going where no man has gone before. Yeah, well, but it's fun. It's fun. I mean, that's I think how we should live our lives. You know, whatever comes our way, we should just turn that into an adventure and see where it takes us. You know, every day is a happy day. Every day is a happy day because 35 years if you've lived, or 37 years you've lived, I think it is enough time to understand that life is up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Once you understand that, कि अभी मतलब इतने साल मैं जी के, if I don't understand this, then I'm a stupid man. So when you know that it is up and down, When you're down, you should not worry because it is going to go up again.
For me, dancing has always been an expression. I mean, I always ask this question as to where did dancing originate, you know? Who was the first person who danced and why? And the answer that I get, the simplest answer is that he must have been happy. You know, he was trying to express with his physicality what he was feeling inside. And that's what dancing really is, you know. It's not about the steps. It's not about 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, if you're on a career of dancing, you have to do that. But if you really want to enjoy dancing, be wrong, you know, look stupid, you know, let go. And that's the abandon that will catch people's eye, because everybody wants a piece of that abandon.
People want to know the formula for success. There is only one: hard work.
I love a good challenge. I'm sure you do too. Every challenge comes with a dress code.
Questions of why. We spend so many years asking why God, why? There is no answer to why. You can shout it from the rooftops, you'll never get an answer. The question to ask is how? What can I do now? Life is a gift. In my life, I have struggled through my own handicaps for many, many years. But when I look back now, I realize that I am who I am right now, not in spite of my handicaps, but because of them. When I connect the dots, it all makes sense. If you just hang in there, if you just consistently keep moving forward with a positive attitude, magic happens. Miracles do happen. Impossible is nothing. Absolutely nothing.
These kind of bad questions will lead to bad answers. So then I stopped asking them. Uske baad, I started asking good questions. So what can I do? How can I make my days better? How can I feel good? So I focused on good things, and slowly, day by day, little by little, you know, one drop in the ocean, I resurrected myself. I got back, and that is what life is about.
There are no born heroes or winners. It takes a hammer, a chisel, a vision, and a will to suffer the blows and be carved into a true champion.
Life is going to hit you hard, you know that. It takes 3 seconds to decide whether I am a superhero or not. 3 seconds. If you just decide that and you go for it, once your attitude is intact, you will surmount anything in your life.
The best way to predict your future is to create it.
I sat down and I just kept asking the right questions. I said, no, this is the situation. I'm not going to sit here and assign blame to, this happened, you know, the flyboarding maine kyun kiya, ya ye kyun kiya. I'm not, it's my responsibility, my environment. I have created whatever is around me right now in my life.
Sahi.
So the power lies in me
Within you.
to also change it.
Sahi.
Once, if you assign blame, no, then the power you give away. You know, if somebody else has done something bad in your life, then only that person can come and make it okay. Power is gone. You take the power back. I took the power back in my hands. I just kept doing all the things that people say positive, but I'm not a positive person.
You're not a positive person?
I believe positivity is crap. Yeah, because if your life, if your situation is bad, and you just keep saying, no, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. You're fighting with your part of your brain which knows it's bad. The way to get positive is through evidence. You know, these are the things which are bad in my life. Now look for the good things. You know, that is there. I have that right now. At least that is something. I have that. I have that. You collect and you focus on the things that you can have gratitude for. And through that, you get evidence that it is not all that bad. I am focusing too much on the bad itself.
Rather than mere talk of positivity.
There is good. There is hope. So with that evidence, you get positive. You just go and sit and be positive, and it will never work. So I looked for evidence in my life. I looked at my past. I knew how many times I thought that life is going to be impossible, that I cannot go on.
But you came out of it.
And I came out of it. So that became a pattern, and that becomes like a reference in my head. I know I've done it once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 10 times. I can do it again.
Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice.
My knee is the best knee in the world. Everything is wrong with it, but it still does it
does all the things I wanted to do. So, my beautiful knee, I just give it love. Every day I say, I love you, my knee. You've done so well. Thank you so much. Gratitude. So, you know, when you give something love, it all works.
Your struggles and your pains, according to me, they're all gifts if you just look at them in the right
How is
perspective.
stammering a gift then? Tell me.
Well, if I did not, I would not have the perspective that here is something that I just cannot do. You know, I cannot act because I can't talk, and that sort of propelled me on. It became the wind beneath my wings, and I said that I have to do this because, you know, one life, and I want to do this. And you know, it just sort of it still sort of drives me, you know. So when you look back and you join the dots, everything that happened that was bad for you is actually good for you. Well, my premise in life, my naive premise in life is that we are all here to find out what our ultimate human potential is. You know, it's like a game, and if you win, there's a great, huge, amazing prize at the end of the journey. And that's the way I want to live. That's the way I choose to live. And so whenever the difficulty level is like really high, I say thank you God, because that means, you know, I'm going to go on to the next level if I overcome this. If you don't treat life as a game, you're already dead.
How did I manifest being who I am when I started out? When I started out, all I had was a vision. As a child, as a teenager, I had my own struggles. I was told I cannot, I should not. I had physical and other disabilities. How did I manifest it? I have a vision. I had a vision, and it manifested. And there are a few rules and tools and ideals that I followed.
I think what supported me the most was a visual of myself 5 years from now. I could see myself. I chose to sit and imagine and see myself doing the things that I wanted to do, and the things that people said I should not, because it would not be safe, or I'd be stupid if I do it. And I possibly could not at that point of time. But my ideal me, the better me, I could see. And the better me, I could actually, I had a recurring dream, a daydream, which I used to sit while I'm driving my car. I used to look at that guy, and he was on top of that mountain. His hair was flying in the breeze, and he was waving at me, and he's saying, "You can, you know, come." I used to see him.
What a man can believe, he can achieve.
I learned to attack my fears. I learned to overcome. And that taught me a huge lesson. One that has propelled me to contribute back. So one day I looked into my children's eyes and I thought to myself, how wonderful would it be if I could create a model for them, a symbol to inspire, create examples for them, not just to make them believe, but to prove it to them infallibly that impossible is nothing, and that they can create the life that they want, and that they can be the person that they want to be in their life, and create a beautiful, magical journey.
The only battle you have to win is against the voice that says, give up.
I want you all to go back home this evening and look into your family's eyes and tell them that they are great, and that they can do great things in their lives, and that nothing should be able to stop them, and that they should use their imagination, not logic, because logic will always make you feel that it's not possible. Use your imagination, because it's only in our imaginations that we can actually discover the true potential of our power.
Go through your fear. Allow yourself to go through those harsh situations that we have to. You can't escape it. But keep going through it. Don't succumb to it. So through my experience, I realized a lot of things, and uske through I realized that there is something that we need to tell others, because few of us who have crossed that line and understood कि ऐसा हो सकता है,
You don't have to give up. It becomes a responsibility now for those people to tell others, don't give up. It is possible. Dreams can come true. Believe and practice that nothing is impossible. Life is about being on a mission to find out what your true potential is as a human being, and how else to do that but to attack your fears. You have one life, one choice. You can't sit back and say, oh, I can't do it. You have to keep going, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how hot the fire gets. You just know that when you come out of it, you'll come out even more finer.
Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
When you fail, you understand and you actually find access points to growth, and you can better yourself.
Sometimes my acting gets difficult. What I enjoy the most is when it gets difficult, whether it's dancing or whether it's acting. When it gets difficult, I know this is my access point to growth. If I can surpass this, then I will become a better man, a wiser man, a stronger man. Because it's as they say, the motto that I live by is, the finest steel must go through the hottest fire. So whenever something gets difficult, I start enjoying myself. I look up and I say, all right, you want me to play at this level now? When you play a video game, you go from level 1 to level 9. When you play at 9, you're a good player. So when he makes me play at level 10, I say, man, I must have been really good. I am a good player. So bring it on. Give me some more. I have to say, I think that there is a superhero in me, as there is one in you, and there is one in all of us. And it's just a decision that you make. I mean, when they told me that I have a steel rod has to be drilled into my skull to take out like a whole load of blood, which is compressing my brain, you can have two choices. You can either go through that with trauma, or you can just do it because it's the objective thing to do and get it over with and move on with life. It's just a decision. So, whether you are a superhero or not takes 3 seconds. It takes 3 seconds to decide how I want to live my life. But I must tell you that science had told me that I will never be able to do action again. They told me I will never be able to dance again. Krish was going to be shelved, blah, 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 blah. But then something changed. I searched and I seeked and I built myself back again. Miracles do happen. This is what I'm trying to say. It's a decision that now I am unstoppable. I am unbreakable. Bring it on. And I'll take it on my front foot. Show me what you got. As much as you want to give me, I'm going to take it up on my front foot. And that taught me a lot in my life. Today, I've been through a hole in my brain that stacks up to all the other problems. But yet, my spirit is unbloody breakable. Unbreakable. Because I learned from Krish. I learned that he is not about flying on buildings, and it's not about the cape or the mask. It's about his values. It's about his character. A superhero is any one of us. What does a superhero do? It uses all its powers, whatever it has, all its powers to help others, to contribute to others, to be in service to the world. That's what defines a superhero. So any one of us can be a superhero. It's just a mental decision. It's a mental decision which any of us can take. It takes you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. I am a superhero. Bring it on. Anyone can be a superhero. Anyone. Identify with a symbol in your mind. That's all you need. I'm a WIP. Work in progress. So I think I'm gonna, be young for the rest of my life. I'm gonna just keep being a WIP, not a VIP, a WIP. Because I have kids now.
I can't afford to show weakness. I need to empower them, you know. As a father, that's the biggest superhero form that you can take, which is a father. And it motivates me like to no end, you know.
That status in the world is not defined by what work you do, but by how well you do it. It doesn't matter what you do. Whatever you do it great. And that will show your character to the people around you.
That there is nothing more powerful, there is nothing more important in this life, in this world, than the love of family.
When you have kids, it's unconditional love. You realize that unconditional love क्या होता है. अभी जो भी हो, the love that you have for your children, and उससे सीख के you can actually then create that unconditional love in your life with all the people you love. But I'm very I'm full of gratitude, and I'm very happy that I have two beautiful, healthy boys. And they have taught me a lot. जब कैमरे पर जब कोई when the director tells me to smile a bit more, I have someone to think of. I have my children to think of. So it's nice, spread joy.
Be givers in life. Don't wait for people to show you love. Give love first. Be contributors. And whatever you want in your life will come to you automatically. Give first.
I love giving gifts. I love making people happy. I love spreading joy. Every gift that I give, I make sure that it's, I'm saying something courageous. And I use the word courageous because I feel most of us shy away, or we feel a little awkward in truly telling someone how much we love them. And how much we admire them, or focus on what is the best part of this person that I admire, and express that.
The true success of a man really is how he is living in other people's hearts. So your relationships with every single person you meet, if you're not leaving back a part of you with the people in your life, in the journeys of growth, like we are here together, if I'm not going to leave a part of me with them here or with you, then I have lived half a life. So I think the true success of a man is about his relationships with everyone.
Without an emotional support, it becomes harder. But I would not advocate, I would not tell people that you can't do it if you don't have the emotional support. In fact, I believe all the resources that you need as a human being, you have within you. Sometimes we feel the lack of love, or lack of someone who's not there to hold us, to tell us that you can, to hug us. But I don't want to propagate that, because I believe that you can do it without that. If you just become the source, I know they are difficult, my words are a little abstract, but I have practiced it. I am an example of it. So that's why I'm telling you that I have lived it. When I wanted to feel love, I just became love. I gave love to every single person I came across, in any room, in any street, anywhere. And the reactions that I got back was full of love, so it filled me up. So my emotional support became me, myself. I became the source of everything that I needed. And then by practice, I became better and stronger at it.
Style is in the mind, first of all. Yes, of course, it's about your clothes. It can be about your accessories, but mostly it comes from your demeanor, how you carry it off, how effortless you are, how comfortable you are. And I think that kind of confidence only comes from your accomplishments in your life. So it's very important to have grown through your experiences and have accomplished, had some minor, major victories in your life that becomes your persona, and then gives you that kind of confident look. I really don't believe that it is about the looks. I think a person, and every person here, can be very, very attractive just by the way they are expressing themselves. You know, I think hotness or being sexy is more to do with your character, which manifests and translates into body language, into the way you carry yourself. So let's not, you know, give the wrong idea to the people that you know that good looks is something that is the property of just a few. I think that is completely immature thinking. You know, it's really looking good is about the way you're expressing. I mean, you have the best looking face in the world as an actor, but if he's not expressing himself, you're not going to be attracted to that face at all. So really, what is it about? It's about your expression, the way you're translating your core or your character through your body language, through what you're, you know, how you're looking at the world. If you're seeing the world in a beautiful way, if you're giving love, you're going to attract it all back, and that is really actually what makes a person look good or not. I think you're as old as or as young as you feel. So I still feel like a newcomer. I still feel like a child. So I think that's the mantra.
You can never find time for anything in your life. If you're looking for time, it's never going to be found. You have to create time. According to me, true success in your life will be when you can manage your time. Time management is true success. When a man has time to do all the things, the duties, the varieties, the fun, whatever it may be. When you have the time to do everything that you want to do in your life, that's the day that you will be successful. So you have to create the time. How do I create the time? Like that.
If there's a person who speaks all good about me, I would love him. Yeah. But I will stick around with a guy who speaks bad more, you know, because that's my access point to growth. I might not believe all the things that he says, but I know that, you know, if there is something lacking, it'll come out from that guy, you know. So as I said, I think our mission in life is to try and evolve as much as we can. And how else to evolve but to, you know, keep rising above, you know, keep connecting the dots in your life and say everything does make sense and everything will make sense eventually. So just keep going and keep conquering. And fear is a great reminder of courage, you know.
But not everyone looks at it like that.
Because courage is not the absence of fear, but feeling it and going on, you know, in spite of it.
Stay inspired.
Believe me, every day, no matter what problems I have, I smile. I say it's okay. It's like the words of the song, life is good, life is wonderful, life is pain, but it's all part of that game. It's okay.
Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness.
Life बहुत छोटी है दोस्तों, पर दिल से जियो तो बहुत है. So go on, break the rules, forgive quickly, love truly, laugh uncontrollably, and never regret anything that made you smile.